My name is Nevaeh. I grew up on the east side of Detroit. I was born in 2004, and I was instantly given to my grandmother because my parents didn't have the capacity or the ability to take care of me at the time. 2009, she died. When I went back with my parents, my siblings didn't really understand me or know me. My mom was the one that took all of us in, and my dad just kind of drifted to the side. When they broke up, it was just a lot of moving back and forth between them. Moved up like 22 times in my life. I just never really felt like I had a stable place to call home. I just felt really alienated, being around a lot of negative situations and people that God definitely never wanted me around. By this time, I was 17, and that's when I started to become a man, and I was working a lot. The only peace that I really had during these times when I was feeling lost in my relationships and just lost in life, doing bad in school, I would lean towards skateboarding and just exercise. I finally started to understand my emotions and understand my past traumas and why I felt the way I felt growing up as a child. And I was building a new version of myself to take all the pain of my old self, but I just still wasn't strong enough. It was a random evening in November in 2022. And I was just at a point where I reached an emotional breaking point where it just felt like the walls of my mind were caving in on me and everything was just crashing down. I rode my bike to get to the store, to get to work, to get to the skate park. So I started to go to the skate park. The stress was building up from those bike rides for real. When I was about halfway there, the sun went down and I took it personally. I was so devastated from that one little thing, not being able to do what I wanted to do. As I was turning around, right in front of me was a bed. It was so surreal because I was literally looking for beds earlier that morning on Facebook Marketplace and realizing I couldn't afford it. I was so stressed out about it. And I felt really relieved in that moment that there was a bed right in front of me. And I had no idea how I was gonna get this thing home and make it to work sane the next day. I hadn't even made it to the main road yet, and I was fully exhausted and had no idea how I was gonna do it, but I was fully determined to get it home no matter what. And I didn't believe in Jesus at the time, but I started to pray for God to send me someone. At this point, it was about 6 o'clock. It was rush hour traffic, but I finally hit the first main road. There was so many cars, and I didn't know if I could make it over in time without falling in front of one or just being embarrassed. And in that exact moment, this random stranger just pulled up, yelled at me to get in, and said he would take me wherever I needed to go and to throw everything in the back. I just couldn't stop thanking him on the way home, and he invited me to Heritage Church. And when I came in that Sunday, Jeff Forrester was on stage saying something along the lines of, "It's never too late. Today's your day." Once I accepted Jesus, I had true hope, and my life was saved forever. It took me a few seconds to muster up the courage, but I got up and I went and got baptized. And I really felt like Jesus was watching over me the whole time. And I really felt the love of God for the first time in a long time. So from the point when I got baptized on, a lot of joy filled my life. I met a lot of new good people at church, people even outside of church. And I finally got the freedom I was looking for in Jesus because I realized that I don't have to stress so much and I don't have to worry about everything and I don't have to think about my next move as much because God already has it all laid out for me.